Howie, keep doing what you're doing. You pick the players that's going to fit this culture, man. Trusting you. Yeah. What's going on, Philly fans? Your boy, Philly Fresh, a.k.a. The Bully, reporting for duty, man. Hey, before I get into these bold predictions that I got going on for 2019 to 2020 season, I want to touch on a couple things, man. Let's talk about Howie Roseman. There's a lot of dudes that we wanted him to get over this off season. And we also wanted him to get Javion Clowney. Personally, I trust what Howie doing. I think it's a reason why he didn't get Clowney, and it's damn sure a reason why he didn't get AB. This dude is a nutcase, man. This dude is crazy. There's something really wrong with him. It's something really wrong with this dude, and I'm so glad he's not on this team. The talent is there. The talent's there. But when you got to deal with all that kind of stuff, man, nah. And we got to understand, most of the time, when he make trades, we don't even see it coming. Only drawing we really seen coming was Jordan Howard. And to Jordan Howard, could you imagine we got AB and then he heard that he was going to get traded? You ain't really hearing nothing from Jordan Howard. They went to him, Doug went to him and told him, listen, man, it ain't true. I mean, that ain't coming from our camp. And, you ain't hearing nothing from Bull. But could you imagine if that was AB? Could you imagine that? If that was Antonio Brown? Oh, man, we be kicking dude out of here right now. So I think we need to trust Howie and, give him his due, man. Everybody was up in arms about he got rid of Barnett and he ain't fit that locker room, obviously. And then look who he went to go get. I think an upgrade, Malik Jackson. So we need to trust, and Howie we trust, man. All right, so that's enough of that. Let's get to these bold predictions. Bold predictions, man. First one. I think the play of Avonte Maddox and Rasul Douglas is going to make sure that Jalen Mills loses his job. I think the Green Goblin is over. I think this is the start of the Green Goblin being over. He might get in, but I don't think he starts. I think these two, especially Maddox, is too good. I think they better than Mills. Mills is good. He's a Super Bowl champion. But let's not forget, Mills and Darby, they was on them ends. They was on not ends, but they was on the corners when Tom Brady threw for that 505. So we understand that they champions, but if we would have lost that game, they would have been the dudes that we pointed to. Not to discredit what Mills did or what that defense did, but at the same time, I just think Maddox and Rasul, I think they better corners. I really think Rasul is a safety, but I think that they better corners than Jalen Mills. Another bold prediction. Might not be too bold, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. Malik Jackson and Fletcher Cox will have double-digit sacks this year. Who are you going to double? What's your plan? Who you going to double? You know what I mean? Like, you got to let one go. Meaning, you cannot sit there and try to double both of them because it's not going to happen. So I think whoever's not getting double at that point in time is either going to be a quarterback hit, pressure, tackle for loss. It's just going to be havoc. Not saying they're going to get in every single play, but them two dudes next to each other, man, it's going to be a whole problem for everybody that we face. Watch, y'all see. My next bold prediction, I think Carson Wentz throws for 40 touchdowns or over 4,000 yards. You see what he did in 2017. He didn't have the weapons that he has now at his disposal. He had weapons, but he got way more weapons now. Everywhere you turn, I think somebody gonna be open on Dan at every play. The packages that Doug's gonna put together with these two tight end sets, it's gonna be it's gonna be everything. You got Deshaun Jackson opening up the field. The running game is gonna open up the passing game too. Our line is healthy. Well, getting healthy. I'm not too sure about Brandon Brooks. I think they said he's gonna play, but who knows? But our line is healthy. And we coming into the season healthy, man. That's what we didn't have last year, to be able to come into the season healthy, really all around the board. At every position, it was somebody that was hurt. It was somebody that was coming off an injury. Now it's a lot of dudes coming off injuries this year, but I just think we way healthier this year, and we hungry. Last year they ain't come out hungry. You could tell. My next one, bold prediction is, I think Jim Schwartz finally gets it this year. I think he finally gets it. Meaning, I don't want to see no stick. I don't want to see no stick defense on 3rd and 15. You got 3rd and 25, something like that. All right, yeah, you can do that. I don't want to see no stick defense on 3rd and 12, 3rd and 15. Play your regular defense. Try to attack the quarterback. I don't want to see that stick stuff, man. I think he finally gets it. Last year we got burnt by Tennessee, by the Panthers, and darn near by Jacksonville Jaguars. So doing that defense. So it's time to attack, especially depending on who you facing. It's time to start attacking these quarterbacks. I'm not saying you gotta rush not rush. I'm not saying you gotta blitz these dudes every play, but damn, you can't let dudes sit back there and you dropping 8 and dudes just get to run wild. They get to run free because you're only rushing 4 or 3 at some points. And then dudes they get a head start because your defense is backpedaling, but they are already 10 yards back. So I think he finally gets it. I don't want to see that stick defense unless it's like 3rd and 25, something like that. My next bold prediction: Deshaun Hall will take the starting job from Derek Barnett around week 6. Wait and see. If he doesn't take the starting, they probably, because you know how they are. You know how the Eagles organization is about their draft picks. They don't want to look wrong, so they're gonna start him. That's kind of why Jalen Mills has been there so long as a starter. So they don't want to be wrong. He's a first round draft pick. So they'll probably still start him, but I think Deshaun Hall will get more playing time. I'm not saying he's better, but this dude's still saying he's not healthy. This dude's still saying that his shoulder ain't all the way healed. I don't know what the heck happened to your shoulder, but we got to give kudos to Alshon Jeffrey, man. This dude played with a torn rotator cuff the whole season in the Super Bowl. Caught a Super Bowl pass. I'm not saying Derek Barnett is complaining or none of that, but at the same time, like, is that going to be your excuse if you don't get eight or more sacks? Is that going to be your excuse? So I think that Deshaun Hall, man, I really like this dude, man. I liked him last year. I've been following him. Dude's nice, man, and I think he was like a 3rd round pick. Well, not from us, but he was a 3rd round pick, and he just looks hungry. He looks hungry, man. Yeah, this is gonna be my last video before we play. It's game time, man. Before we play tomorrow, I'll catch y'all after the game. Give a breakdown of the game. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. Fly Eagles fly, man, but y'all know what it is. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all.